This Day in KISSTORY, Episode 3, May 15, 1973, Los Angeles, California. Ace Frehley broke a beer bottle over Peter Criss's motherfucking head at some bougie-ass party at Cher's mansion. Why, you might ask? Cause Peter Criss was acting like a little bitch, accusing Ace Frehley of macking on some hoe that Peter Criss paid like $55 for, and Ace finally just had enough, and out of nowhere said whack with a Miller Lite bottle right over Peter Criss's motherfucking coconut. And he immediately folded up and went nighty-night. We was all like, oh shit, this motherfucker just put Peter motherfucking Criss in a casket. And Ace was all like, elbow back on the bar, sipping on a Miller Lite like nothing just happened. Man, we couldn't even breathe, pissing our motherfucking pants. He had this blank ass look on his face, sipping on that beer, cool as a cucumber. Oh man, that shit was hilarious. And then Gene jumps in, little Dr. Gene, and just starts trying to tell everybody what we all of a sudden need to be doing. Call the ambulance, somebody get some napkins. And we was all like, now fuck that, Gene. Let that little motherfucker sleep that shit off. He's running his motherfucking mouth again. And Gene was all like, we need to get him up onto a table. He's going to need stitches. He's bleeding out. And he's all like, man, whatever, Gene. That's when Cher came gliding on up and was all, what in the ever-loving fuck are you fucking goons doing over here? I looked at that bitch and I said, all due respect, legs, but I don't appreciate the name calling, ho. And Cher's all like, picks up a champagne bottle and all pointing at me and I'll break this bottle over your motherfucking dome, Paul Stanley, unless you put a lid on all this fuckery right the fuck now. And I was like, look, the motherfucker had it coming, aight? The beef is very obviously squashed and there ain't no problem no more, Cher. So just chill your Cherokee ass out. Man, she gets like right up in my face, like teeth to teeth and shit. And she's all, I swear to God, if you cause one more motherfucking ruckus at this motherfucking party, I'm gonna castrate the fuck out of you, Paul Stanley. Well, I took that as a direct personal threat to me, personally. And I looked at Cher, and I was all like squinty-eyed and shit. And I said to her, you best bring your little bitch Sonny to assist you, cause you really gonna need him, ho. Out of nowhere, Peter Criss just starts choking the life out of Gene, growling and shit, and he's, who are you, motherfucker? And I was like, the motherfucker trying to help your dumb ass. Out of nowhere, Sammy Davis Jr., of all the motherfuckers in the world, is standing right next to me. And he's all, I'm sorry to barge in like this, but Peter Criss seems to be experiencing shock-induced hallucinations. And I was all like, what are we gonna do, Sammy Davis Jr.? And he's all, let me handle this, fellas. All of a sudden, Sammy Davis Jr.'s got Peter Criss in a sleeper hole. And I mean quick and tight. And little Petey was like right the fuck back out, snoring and everything. And I was like, we can't thank you enough for saving Kiss's ass at Cher's mansion party in Hollywood tonight, Sammy Davis Jr. And Sammy Davis Jr.'s all like, don't mention it, boys. I just like choking the shit out of motherfuckers. And I was like, damn, okay, well, thanks just the same, Sammy Davis Jr. Gave him a little dap. And I swear to you, that motherfucker winked at me and just like poofed out the room. And I'm going to tell you all something personal right here and right now. I have never, since that day, said Sammy Davis Jr. out loud, because I will not fuck with them Candyman types. I just said that shit out loud, goddammit.